Hey, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I'll be talking about the VG Sport cassette and chain. Now before I do so, my bike currently is quite disgustingly filthy, so let's give it a quick wash. Now full disclosure, VG Sports has sent me these products to review, however this is an unbiased review and I am free to say whatever I want. Now you can use my coupon link in the description for a nice little discount. Starting with the cassette, it is a nickel-plated steel cassette, and out of the box it weighs 347 grams, including all the little bits and pieces. Now nickel plating is a process where the steel is nickel electroplated to protect against corrosion and improve wear resistance. The 11th, 12th and 13th tooth are separate from the rest of the cassette, which is likely just CNC'd out from a single piece of steel. Now the thing I like about steel cassettes is that they generally last longer than their aluminum counterparts. Compared to some of the cassettes which are marketed as lightweight cassettes on AliExpress, this weighs about 130 grams more. However, those lightweight cassettes are generally made out of aluminum and hence are softer. And what that means is that your cassette will in the long run potentially wear out quicker. There's a saying in the bike community: cheap, lightweight and durable. Pick two. Now I believe and am hoping that this cassette falls under the cheap and durable aspect of it. Now, I've only done a couple of 100 kilometers on it, so I could be wrong, but it does give me confidence to know that VG Sports does use the same nickel-plated steel as Shimano in their 105 cassettes. Now for me, I don't really like to change components on my bike, hence my bike looks pretty much the same as when it started. And also I believe that I do not have the fitness to even be nitpicking at these marginal gains. So I find it quite nice to know that I can ride for a really long time without having to change my components. However, if you'd like to save those marginal gains for a race or a multiple day event, then yeah, feel free to use them. Now when you're replacing your cassette, you can use this as an opportunity to check on the condition of your free hub. Now if there's a lot of bite marks, then you might want to consider changing your free hub. Mine currently is in quite good condition, so I'm quite happy with it. Now moving on to the oil slick rainbow chain. Including the quick links, it's basically the same as its claimed weight of 250 grams. And including the quick links, it weighs 252 grams. Now unless you have a massive chainring or a really wide range cassette, you'll be likely cutting the chain shorter. So for me, my chain was actually only 233 grams. Now I must say that oil slick chain does look really good, especially under sunlight, but I'm not particularly sure how well it goes with my white frame. I feel like a black frame would suit it better. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. This VG Sport chain is made out of carbon steel just like the cassette, and in total comes with a standard 116 links. Now the interesting part is that different colors actually have different weights, rainbow being the lightest at 250, gold being 253 and silver being 256. Now VG Sports do offer a hollow and semi-hollow chain, but those will cost more. Now I previously mentioned that the steel parts will generally wear out slower than their aluminum parts, and that is due to their hardness. Now this is the Morse scale of hardness. It's basically more the systems used to determine the hardness of a material from a scale of 1 to 10. Now as you can see, aluminum scores a 2.75 while steel scores a 4. Now obviously this isn't directly translated into your bike parts, as the manufacturers chemically combine other elements into the material to make them harder and stronger. Now if I were to scratch this cardboard paper thing with this steel tweezer, the cardboard paper thing would scratch, as it is a softer material than the steel blade. Applying this to your bicycle components means that steel parts generally wear out slower than their aluminum ones. Now as you can see with this old chain, it quote-unquote stretches. Now this stretching doesn't actually refer to the metal stretching, and instead it just refers to the rollers in the chain wearing out, creating more quote-unquote stretch. Now if you multiply that throughout your entire chain, your chain will stretch. As you can see, mine over the length of the entire chain has stretched to over half a chain link. Now in general, the shifting performance is pretty good, and I am rather satisfied with it. Now there are some occasions like here where the chain does get stuck. but even with my previous setup, the chain does occasionally get stuck. Now, it's obviously not going to be Jora Ace Di2 levels of good. Actually, funny enough, there's a saying, if you're paying for it, you don't need Jora Ace. So unless you're racing and one misshift will literally cost you the race, I think that these products are actually pretty good for you. Now again, I've only done a couple of 100 kilometers on these parts, but as they are made out of steel instead of lightweight aluminum, they should be pretty decent quality and last quite a while. Now I'll be looking forward to be testing these products over the following weeks and months, and I'll be sure to make a update video for them. Now that's all for today's video guys, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, do feel free to leave a like and a subscribe, it really helps the channel. But as always, I will see you guys next time. Good night everybody.